Well, good morning, everybody. Hello, we are here, Banshee Cup round number 7. It is the final day of group stage, so I actually haven't looked at the standings to see if there's any shifting today. Let's take a look here really quickly. I think Team Mascarade and Team Gia are locked into their spots. No, actually, I think they can shift. They can shift in their spots, but, excuse me. I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. Either way, this is the Meta Madness style of draft. Heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps. We're going to Towers of Doom for map number 1 in our first best of 3 of the day. Of course, the heroes that are banned are not added to that list. It's only the 10 heroes that are picked and played. We also have the bounty system. We actually had, I think there's been 6 bounties total collected so far. But right now we have Butcher, Cho'Gall, Nova, Asmodee, Gazlo, Murky, Probius, Valeera, Kael'Thuzad, Convection, Kael'thas, Hunt, Illidan, Nidus, Zagara, Twin Blades Varian, Monstrosity, Abathur, Longboat, Vikings, Stitches, and Alexstrasza with the level 1 Globe talents, Lili and Chen, no talents, just Lili and Chen, Triple Healer Team, no Healer Team, and Juice Pirates with the Lieutenant Morales Medevac backdoors. So that is the bounties, and as I said, yeah, I think there's 6 bounties that have been claimed so far. Let me see if I can take a look at this really quickly. 2, 4, 6. Yes, yeah. Team Ultralisk did Valeera and Hunt Illidan. Team Sven, Gazlo, and Nidus Zagara. We did see that Nidus Zagara yesterday. Team Hopaka with the Cho'Gall, and Team Dayquaza with the Gazlo. Alright. That is all of that. We are loaded in. Everything looks good on my end. Ads are delayed, I believe, long enough. As long as Towers of Doom doesn't go half an hour. And we'll figure out what we're going to get here as our first picks. They're definitely taking their time considering what they want to ban here. But as I said, I don't think there's much position shifting for either of these teams. So I am curious. I am very curious if they're going to go and just like lean into the bounty potential, or if they're actually going to try and, you know, take a 2-0 or something like that. So we're going to see. We're going to see how serious these teams take it, because as I said, their standings won't really change, so I'm not sure how much they want to put on the line, or, you know, effort-wise. Also, I think Team Masquerade has to play 2 games today. Where is my round of games? I have 2 of the same page open. Ooh, first pick Augur, nice. All right, round 7. Masquerade, yes, to play 2 games today. We have Masquerade versus Gia, Sven versus Ultralisk, Dayquaza versus Masquerade, and Banana versus Dayquaza. So those are going to be your 4 best of 3s today. But Hogger will start out the draft for the side of Team Masquerade. Dahaka's, I was about to say, Dahaka's not a bad pickup here for Team Gia. Good double soak rotation with the enhanced agility. Hanzo will be grabbed as well. I do like him for poke potential, Dragon's Arrow. We could see Dragon Strike. We could see an Leoric picked up here with Entomb. Granted, Hogger can just spin right out of the Entomb, so that's kind of a target lost immediately. What do I want to go into here? Okay, it's dive heavy composition. We actually might see Hortipult Hogger. Hortipult might be an option, but Shockwave has been really, really popular when it comes to just more CC train potential. I would not be surprised if this is an Anduin ban. Yep. Genji, Diablo, Hogger, all these heroes are targets for light bombs, so if you didn't plan on taking the Anduin yourself, that's not a bad ban whatsoever. Right wing, Lucio. We could see another healer banned out, or maybe Garrosh banned away. Maybe Garrosh, so that way Diablo doesn't have too much displacement. No, gonna get rid of Sylvanas, okay. Oh look, Genji, I haven't seen this here before. Did they pick Synergy? What's up, Crush? Good morning. Good to see you, bud. Yeah. EU loves their Genji. Love their Genji. But this wouldn't be a bad spot for like a Garrosh and maybe a Stukov. I do like that combo. I'm gonna pick up Rhaegar instead. You have Totem Slows. It's a good pickup. Mr. Bandit, let's chill out. Let's chill out, mister. Let's just chill out. Last two picks, though, on the left-hand side. Going to need a healer for this composition, as well as a little more damage. Li Ming could be a pickup here, actually. Double reset potential with Genji Li Ming. We're going to go Malfurion Jaina. Okay. Good. Good synergy between the Jaina and Malfurion for innervate value. Cooldown reduction and such. Also, Malfurion being able to apply the heal to Genji, and he can kind of just go harass in another lane. Last pick on the right-hand side. I don't think they go hyper carry Hanzo. Maybe look at some sort of mage that can poke as well. They could lean into more auto attacks. Lean into more auto attacks. Okay. More CC, more autos. We'll see how it all works out. All Overwatch heroes to be banned away Fort with. Alright. Got a gamble going on in chat if people would like to participate. Ooh, we are struggling to wake up today. I said yesterday that it was a struggle to get out of bed because it was so very comfy and warm. Oh, today was even harder to get out of bed.
Prepare yourself.
But we're here, we're live, we're ready to go. Thanks for joining me as we've got Team G on the right-hand side with Gia playing the Kerrigan, Cerny on your Hanzo, Cascon, Rhaegar, Skog, Garrosh, and BRB Soaking will be the Dahaka. Left side of the map, we're going to be seeing Team Mascarade with Yasu playing Hogger, Commander Rex on Jaina, Mascarade Genji, Valar is your Malfurion, and Mopsio rounds out the team with Diablo. What's up, Ton? Good morning.
What are you waiting for?
Possibly 5th with, even 6th with. Sorry, we're just waiting for HGC 2.0, HOTS 3.0. Any day now, chat. Any day now. Microsoft Activision Blizzard is going to save the day. Oh, see, I talked about it, and I just ruined the game. 1 second lag, BRB lag, GG, forfeit. Okay, well, that's it. 1-0. Alrighty, looks like there's just a little bit of lag for one of the players. So we'll just let that level out for a moment here, and then we'll get back into game. Readies are being requested. Oh, my nose is, oh, so just stuffed up. Excuse me. All right. Got the mute button. Had to blow my nose. We're good. God, morning allergies the worst. Alrighty. I did unmute. Good. Dahaka will just be working his way through top lane. Did go into the enhanced agility level 1. We got Groundbreaker Garrosh landing 2 stacks right there as he throws Mopsio out. Kerrigan looking for the combo but just can't land it. Mopsio is still trying to step in here, and Kerrigan answers back with a Ravage right into the roots of Malfurion with the Emerald Dreams, level 1. Lingering chill for the Jaina as our gamble is still going here. We've got Simple Geometry Hanzo already at 5 stacks. Diablo uses the minion, or the mercenary unit, to be able to shadow charge away from that Groundbreaker. But it does look like the invade comes through. I mean, Hogger was up in top lane, Genji's still in mid, so invade on the camp and siege immediately starting. Diablo, weird interaction right there with Garrosh. And Skog getting low here, but will not fall. A couple more scatter stacks for Hanzo. As Hogger works his way east to west on this top lane camp, I don't think Dahaka will scout this out. I don't even think Dahaka will make the rotation in time. By the time Hogger finishes this, Dahaka is going to be just a second too late. Oh, maybe a few seconds. Mascarade going to jump in here, looking to harass onto BRB Soaking. Unfortunately, no drag connecting for Dahaka here. Genji picks up, well, actually, both teams pick up level 4. Genji will grab his Shuriken Masteries to start getting those 60 stacks. Ignore all distractions for Hanzo. So he's got the insta-kill on a minion, but he also gets that extra range, which is really nice. Almost taking down Yasu right there with that extra arrow. Indomitable activated by Skog, who answers back into Diablo with a Groundbreaker. That's the first stackage reward right there. We have the damage over time now applied. Drag onto Hogger will connect, but it's just harassment. Totem is thrown down, and looks like Gia won't advance further into the enemy team's face. Did go into Sharpened Blades level 4, picking up those stacks. 75 to go on that, or I guess 70 more to go. And we'll see the Frost Shard for Jaina. It's a nice delay tool. Mascarade able to Swift Strike out of any sort of potential death right there. What's up, ISO? Good morning. You're just in time for the first game of the day. Hogger gets left side. Dahaka will grab right. Yeah, Hogger, I think he considered moving to the right to harass, but no, he's going to join into the allies down over here. Dahaka gets the one on the top right, and I was about to look. Does he have Brush Stock? Yes, he does. He's going to go into Commander Rex. Lands the... Oh, wow. Just started the... Oh, wait, hold on. The pressure's on the Malfurion. He's the first one to go down in this map. First one to go down around this engagement. Hogger gets a bad bounce. Decent staggering blow, but Yasu is... You're dead. Oh, they're just gonna delay out his death here. Nice kill from Hanzo. That is going to be channel from Skog. Camp on the left-hand side is up and available. Mid lane there was... I thought there was going to be a little bit of a fight, but... No, we're going to see Kerrigan move back down to bottom lane. Dahaka goes back into double soaking. 19 out of 20 stacks for Hanzo. 22 for Kerrigan, as Jaina is only 1,200 into her improved ice block, so she's still got a ways to go on that one. Hogger with the aggro rage at level 4. Full Fire Stomp build. You've got the Ice Flow 7. Malfurion's level 7 Nature's Cure now. Okay. Dahaka just managing his best in top and mid. Actually, Genji gonna be rotating up here, maybe looking for a gank onto BRB Soaking. Nah, he taps the bush. He's out of here. He actually activates his essence as well. Invade onto the camp on the right. No, Mopsio's just anchoring here. Jaina checks the bush, finds a Garrosh, but he's only going to answer back with a Groundbreaker. 5 minutes in, that laugh means the boss is up, and we'll go ahead and cycle through the other numbers right now, get an idea of what the damage healing experience looks like here in map number 1, as we are waiting for 10 talent tiers at the top of the screen. Single altar in the bottom of the map, 3 sappers to be pushed in through this bottom lane. Hanzo poking onto Mopsio here. Mascarade jumps into the back line, gets a little bit of damage, and Swift strikes out. Jaina dropping a Blizzard here, just trying to clear out the wave as we have Yasu just hanging around above. Dahaka, he's got Brush Stock available, I assume, right? Yeah. No! He must have used it 10 seconds ago. Skog in a really awkward spot here, trying to back away. Doesn't want to walk through the Blizzard. Gets the cleanse from Rhaegar, but that's not going to get him out of here fast enough. Good cleanse, Nature's Cure from Malfurion, but there's going to be a great Impale Primal Grasp. Dahaka steps in, able to delay out Commander Rex. Hogger's going to go down. Isolation connects onto Jaina just as Dahaka dies. Hanzo rips a Dragon's Arrow. Mascarade trying to jump into the backline, but it's going to be right full force into the Jaina's face. Mascarade now has a Shuriken Mastery, able to Swift Strike out the Ancestor Healing, connecting onto one ally as Cascon backs away with no mana, looking to channel the objective. And Gia gonna dive onto Diablo. Mascarade looking to help out here. X-Strike out. Hanzo, Shimada brother, looking for that last bit of damage and can't find it.
Yes, heroes, activate the towers.
Team Gia looking like a dominant force here in Towers of Doom map number 1. Able to snap pick those heroics in the team fight, get some decent value, even if they lost 1 or 2 members, and they still get the channel as well. Nicely done. 50-some stacks for Kerrigan. As I mentioned, Genji's done with Shuriken Mastery. Diablo's Fallen Souls, 3,386 out of 12,000 for the Frostbite, the improved Ice Block. Hold on, Hogger. Hogger will go down. Indomitable activated. Genji thrown out. Warlord's Challenge pulls the Diablo in. Groundbreaker connects as well. Isolation was there. Dahaka, BRB soaking. Do you have a drag? Didn't go for it. Now Malfurion with a little Moonfire trying to get the dismount, but the Sappers are going to be the real target to be cleared out. Unfortunately, those do run into the tower, and they lose a bit of their fort front gate on the side of Team Gia. 28 to 36 in core HP for map number 1 in our first best 3 of the day. Mascarade looking to jump into the flank. He's on the point right now, delaying things out. Skog wants to stay here as well. Jaina drops a Blizzard. Dragon's Arrow goes wide from Hanzo. The camp will be stolen away. Lightning Breath from Diablo. Team Mascarade is going to start cleaning up this team fight as Serenity will get the Ancestor healing. Camp stolen away and a double kill over to the side of Team Mascarade. What an absolute turn of tables. Unfortunately, 3 Sappers will be utilized right there. That is awkward. Another pause. Another pause. Oh. Apparently someone's at the door. They can't see my message. It's just funny to me. Alrighty.
Be swift, heroes. Do not let the gravekeeper's cronies reach.
One delay onto Malfurion here. Hey Zig, good morning, bud. Someone at the dork, am I right? You are very right. Shadow charge into the wall. Genji comes in with the swift strike. Serenity able to get the natural agility over the side wall. A drag into a toss from Garrosh. The root from Malfurion trying to create some space. Genji goes to the consolation prize of the channel. Can Serenity have a delay with the Sonic Arrow? Yes, he can. Groundbreaker onto 2. 1 stack away from finishing out that level 1 for Garrosh. Kerrigan thrown in. Water Elemental summoned by the Jaina as Hogger bounces through the enemies. He gets tossed back. Garrosh done with his level 1. Diablo Souls were expended. He's back into the team fight. Throws a Fire Stomp out. But I think this team fight is all done and dusted. As Serenity, Cascon get the channel on the objective. And 4 more shots will rain to the core of Team Mascarade.
Show the Raven Lord the extent of my power.
Kerrigan trying to finish out these sharpened blades through mid lane, but the enemy team was starting to rotate, so plays it safe. Gia could have got it off that wave right there, but was like, you know what? Something's not right here, and there's the Diablo. Something was a little sketchy. All right, well, invade onto the camp. Jaina drops a Blizzard. Thank you very much, Jaina, for the assistance on the camp. We got a flank from Diablo. Kerrigan's going to just try and turn onto him. He doesn't have full souls. Warlord's Challenge. BRB Soaking gets onto the point to try and delay things here. Has to use his burrow to back away. Kerrigan thrown in. Dragon's Arrow connects onto 3. Kerrigan lunges onto Commander Rex, who's just going to drop another Blizzard and activate another Water Elemental. We've got Rhaegar, the one to go down. Kerrigan still ravaging in, but tries to avoid that Blizzard. Activates the Chrysalis as Yasuo's going to be displaced by Garrosh. Beautiful kill from Hogger, actually, but Serenity has the answer with a arrow to the knee. 2 for 2 around the camp, and that camp was still picked up by the side of Team Masquerade, so traded in kill experience, but the camp experience still goes over to the side of Team Masquerade. 690 in Mercenaries. Very nice, very nice. Nice scatter into Commander Rex right there. Chunks the Jaina. Genji thrown off the point. Warlord's Challenge. Kerrigan looking for the combo. The camp will be stolen away. Dahaka brush stalks in. Uses the burrow. Activates his Lurker Strain, or I guess gets the Lurker Strain value. Tried to go for a drag right there. No connection. Dahaka meanders his way up to top lane. He'll grab the mid soak really quickly, but I do think the solo laners trade these out.
Now.
I don't think Team Mascarade. They'll find Skog in the bush, but Skog is going to take a heck load of shurikens to the back. Kerrigan's done with Sharpened Blades level 4, and the solo laners will trade 20 to 28 in core HP.
I will not give up so easily. Let the assault begin.
All right. Just chugging down tea, trying to get through the first cup so I can get to the caffeine cup. 16 is here. Tunneling claws for Dahaka for that movement speed. Skog lands the Groundbreaker. Warlord's Challenge, Indomitable. Combo onto Mascarade. Has to use the extract to get away, but now Malfurion activating Tranquility. We've got Yasu with some decent damage in the backline. The Ancestor Healing will come through, and Yasu, Hogger does go down. Mopsio getting a Lightning Breath activated as BRB Soaking burrows and activates his Essence to stay alive. Objective phase not announced yet, but will be a triple phase. 2 in the top lane and 1 in the bottom. It looks like Hogger Death Timer is lower than 30 seconds, so he'll be able to respawn and get back into the mix before this objective phase is even announced. Quick camp in top. Mascarade able to Swift Strike out. So Hogger will be back for Kerrigan lands a decent combo on Commander Rex here. The ice block for a moment, the ally toss was not enough, and Diablo gets that kill. Genji now diving in, looking for the shurikens onto Hanzo. X-Strike will connect Warlord's Challenge. They're going to try and take down Genji here really quickly and find a trade, but it's not going to work out as Garrosh is put to sleep by the Emerald Dreams. A Dragon's Arrow trying to create some space, but Jaina has the big burst, and this is going to be 8 shots into the core of Team Gia. Looking at 16 to 20 here in map number 1, first best of 3 of the day. Yeah, Jaina getting pinged right there. It was getting a little sketchy for a moment until the minion wave arrived. We have this camp to be stolen away. Genji working through this fort still. Also has that Shin Gun, so keep in mind extra damage onto these shurikens and stuff, so that will be camp stolen. Diablo sees the Dahaka. Not going to be able to set up any sort of combo into him. Sappers being forced in through bottom. No, they're going to rotate onto Dahaka in mid, but he's got that enhanced agility. 9 stacks already, so yeah. Actually going to be pressure into the bottom lane. Garrosh with the Groundbreaker out. Dahaka looking for a drag, can't find it after that burrow. And the Sappers will be cleared out in bottom lane. Oh, tension for map number 1. It's 8 to 11 in kills, and it's looking like Team Mascarade are starting to rally here in the late game. Single altar in the center of the map. We'll see how things go. 5 shots could be going into Team Gia's core. Are they going to trade boss for this? Looks like they are going to trade boss for this. Yeah. I don't disagree. I don't think this is a bad idea at all.
Lay claim to the altars.
You're still going to be ahead. You take a win condition off the map. Now, it's not like they were about to be losing after this objective phase, but still, 12 to 15. A lead to Team Gia, who now are going to use this downtime of the objective phase to try and regain control of bottom lane. I say that, and we're still waiting for the positioning on this one. Sappers in bottom were grabbed. Sappers over there are 36 seconds to go. Dahaka's still just doing double soak, trying to get that level 20 here. If the 3 Sappers go over the wall, we're at parity on the map, but I don't think these will be fed in. I don't expect it. Yeah. A single altar in the center of the map once again for our next objective. Sappers are cleared out. 20s are here on both sides. We've got Living Weapon, Hellgate, No Control, Winter Mute, as well as the Lunar Shower. A non-ending boss. I know, right? Crazy. Psionic Shift, Bullseye, Titanic Might, Farseer's Blessing, and Contagion. Skog checks the bush. We've got Dahaka and Hogger fighting a little fight on the left-hand side. Meanwhile, Mopsio is going to go in onto Serenade. Masquerade trying to help out with that. Lightning Breath onto this. Hanzo, X-Strike will connect, and Garrosh does go down to Hogger on the left-hand side. So it's a double kill to the side of Team Masquerade, and they will be firing in, looks like they're going to be firing in 8 shots here. 3 from the Sappers and 5 from this objective. Malfurion checking bush really quickly. Drag from Dahaka will connect, but... Oh, wait, hold on. Kerrigan's starting to pop off right now. Isolation huge onto Diablo. Farseer's Blessing helping out a ton. That Isolation Contagion was massive. Jaina being dragged, gets cleansed by Malfurion. Gia is going to use the Psionic Shift in. Valar is the target, but a root from Malfurion will slow down the advancement of Gia. We've got Diablo back in. He used the center teleport to be able to jump into this team fight a little bit faster. Speaking of jumping in, Genji, Masquerade was trying to chase down the enemy, but this is still going to be 5 shots into the core of Team Gia. And as I said, make it 8 because the 3 Sappers did go over the wall. It's a listening to Baha and making a pot roast time. Well, if you're listening to me, then you should put a little bit of gin in that tea. Have a little ginny tea. What's up, Forget What? Happy Sunday to you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming by the stream and enjoy the pot roast. I expect to see pictures in Discord. If not, that's okay. But if you remember, it'd be appreciated. Fire Stomp from Diablo. 3 Sappers trying to be fed in through bottom lane. If 2 of these Sappers go in the next objective phase, this could be game ending, but let's see what happens actually here right now. That's going to be Malfurion first to go down. Hanzo to be traded. Kerrigan activates the Chrysalis and then uses the Psionic Shift to get away. Gets a heal from Cascon. Sappers go over the wall. This is humongous. They only needed 2 and all 3 go over. So the big thing to mention is if this bell tower gets converted back, it's not that big of a deal. It's still game winning. Now remember when I mentioned that boss earlier? The Team Masquerade could have been running straight at this boss right now. Flank with the teleport from Team Gia. They're down their Hanzo. This is really risky here, but they're going for broke. They wanna try and keep this map number 1 going. Toss on to Dahaka. Mopsio displaced as well. Gia being knocked into the wall, gets the Ancestor healing. Farseer's Blessing in time, but the no control, and the Genji will be coming through. This is going to be so much damage. Skog and BRB soaking the last 2 alive as the Water Elemental is summoned here. And it's looking like we're going to be starting today out, ladies and gentlemen, with a classic.
Finland! Red team dominated. You have done well, heroes. Let the grave keep it.
Now this is pod racing.
Map number 1, turned around by Team Masquerade. It'll be a oh no, I'm assuming the pot roast is gonna take you at least 4 to 6 hours. I'm assuming it'll be done in many hours. All right, Team Masquerade, take map number 1. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, my stream preview says ads start in 18 minutes, and I'm like, that should not happen. I just tried to run a second block of them, and it said it went through, but it didn't change my ad timer. So Twitch, of course, being overly aggressive with ads. Big surprise. What's new? Welcome back, everybody, into Banshee Cup. We are here in our round 7, the final round of the round robin days. Next weekend, we'll be getting into the GSL bracket, which is all best of 5s. So next weekend, we got best of 5s, and then after that will be playoffs. Sounds like something Prime Gaming would solve. That does sound like something Prime Gaming would solve, because if you have Amazon Prime, you've got Prime Gaming, and if you've got Prime Gaming, you've got one free sub here at twitch.tv/Bahamut Gaming. Get yourself some ad-free viewing, get yourself some amazing emotes, and you support the good boy that is Bandit. I, of course, have a deal with D. John Cena. He'll show up at Jeff Bezos' house and deliver a close-handed slap to the ding-dong of Jeff Bezos. If you'd like to harass a billionaire today, be sure to use your Prime, as we're here on Battlefield of Eternity. It's map number 2 in our first best of 3. We got a long day of games ahead of us, everybody. So buckle in and strap down. We're gonna be getting into Battlefield. All right. There was another bounty completed yesterday. There's been 6 bounties completed in total here. I had the stat earlier. Where are you? 2 from Team Ultralist, 2 from Team Sven, 1 from Team Hopaka, and 1 from Team Dayquaza. We will be seeing Dayquaza twice today, and we'll see Team Mascarade twice today as well. As we get into Battlefield of Eternity, this is a fantastic map for Artanis, but instead they're going to grab Li Ming. I set it for Crush. We'll actually see what these teams want to go into here for this map number 2. Li Ming is a fantastic start. Sylvanas is up and available. Sylvanas is up and available. She's a really, really good pickup for a map like this. Siege potential amplification during the objective push is really strong. I like the Anubarak here as well as the Vala. Vala just can absolutely scale so hard on this map. I actually wouldn't mind seeing a hypercarry Vala here. Like go into some sort of I was gonna say sustain healer. I was if you can get some like burst heal with like a Brightwing, and then maybe pick up a Zarya with that, so that way you kind of have some burst protection, then you have burst healing, if you will, with the phase shift. Anduin already being banned away, Lucio being banned away. I wouldn't be surprised if there is a target ban onto a healer from the side of Team Gia. Li Ming, Stukov, Varian. What do they want to get rid of? Probably a solo lane, maybe a Chen. That's not bad either. BRB Soaking does play a really good Chen, so, and he also plays a really good Samuro, if I'm not mistaken. So, nice target ban right there. As I said, I think this would be a fantastic Brightwing ban. That big phase shift heal would be huge. The Soothing Mist is nice as well. Uther's not a bad ban either, though, too. Hand of Freedom is a good cleanse up against the Varian and such. Oh, no, they get rid of a solo lane. They get rid of the Urel. Okay. If they're getting rid of Urel, is there a consideration for Sergeant Hammer for Team Gia? And if there is a consideration for Sergeant Hammer, how are you going to get into that? Yeah, actually, Sergeant Hammer would work out pretty good for Team Gia. I'd say you grab the... There's the Uther. And they'll grab Rexar for the solo lane. Okay. So this last pick can be a flex. They could go into an Imperious, a Thrall. If they want to go to that hypercarry Val, they can pick up the Zarya. If this is a Sergeant Hammer, they could look at something that dives, maybe the Artanis for the Blade Dash swap, harass the Hammer, force that Siege Tactics level 4 activation out, or even just go to Mephisto, just have the Shade of Mephisto in. But it's going to be a Sonya Maiev. Okay, so they're just going to go control. I'm pretty good draft from both sides. But as I said, is this going to be a hypercarry Vala? I think like Zarya would work out really good with this composition if they want to go into that. No, they do pick up the Sylvanas at the end. Okay. All right. Wow, Sylvanas lines up with the Banshee Cup logo perfectly. Who would have thunk? Thank you, Ash Mantle. I appreciate that greatly. Thank you very much, Ash Mantle. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Alrighty, map number 2 of the day. I am struggling to wake up. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for being here. Let's get into it. Left side of the map, we're looking at Team Mascarade. We have got Valar playing your Ufer. We've got a Yasu, Rexar, Misha, of course, played by Misha. We're looking at Mascarade on Sylvanas, Commander Rex on the Vala. We've got Mopsio playing a Nubarak. Right side of the map, it's going to be Team Gia, looking to take us to a map number 3 through Battlefield of Eternity. We've got Gia playing Li Ming. We are looking at a BRB soaking Sonya, Cascon on Stukov, Skog to play the Varian, and Cerny will be your Maiev. 420 on 2000 versus 2200. We got a low blow Stukov, Naisha's Memento, Warpaint for the Sonya, no slam level 1 for her, Might of the Banshee Queen on Sylvanas. We'll have that Lines Maw Varian, a Nubarak with the Legion of Beetles, Puncturing Arrow Vala, and the Wave of Light for our Uther. Gia poking up here in top lane as Masquerade's trying to assist into Rexar, or Yasu. Some stray magic missiles to poke in here and there. An Arcane Orb to the fort front gate as Misha does go down. First sort of kill here over to the side of Team Gia. It's only counts as a half a kill, but that's still half a hero kill worth of experience. That's 72 more experience than the enemy team. Get wrecked, Team Masquerade. As a Nubarak will rotate up, Mopsio is going to find BRB Soaking. Doesn't land the combo. And Sonya's able to spear onto one of the beetles here to get some fury or some rage. Decent siege applied to top lane. Bottom lane fallen, or excuse me, the Impalers will be grabbed for bottom lane. Top siege was pushed out, but the tower does fall. Gia using that level 1 Aether Walker constantly. Teleport costs no mana. If Li Ming hasn't taken damage in the last 3 seconds, teleport cooldown is decreased by 2 seconds. Casting teleport causes Li Ming's next basic cast of magic missiles deal 10% bonus damage, so you'll see Gia blinking a lot. Masquerade takes a combo to the face. We have that Impaler camp, as I mentioned, in bottom lane, pushing in. Commander Rex on the Vala a little bit low. Cerny gets the Umbra Bind onto Mopsio. The Nubarak will be pulled back in. Healing Pathogen spread by Cascon as the Lurking Arm low blow is avoided by Commander Rex, keeping that hatred going with those autos onto the minion wave. Sonya Li Ming to clear and grab, or excuse me, to grab this camp up in top. Misha will check, but she'll be a little too late. Alright, we got a pretty even gamble here between both sides. Let's see, bottom lane, Impalers didn't get that much. So far, siege-wise, Team Masquerade ahead, but not by much. We've got a Possession Sylvanas level 4. Out of Barbs for a Nubarak. We'll be looking at the Blade Dance, Triumvirate, Shot of Fury. It's a Taunt variant, of course. Sylvanas, Masquerade, and top lane able to Haunting Wave out of this engagement as we do look at our first objective spawning in the north-south positions. Mopsio steps out of the bush, finds the enemy team. Wiggle will be able to wiggle his way away. Commander Rex threatened by Varian, but there's no allies really around to help out Skog. A bit of miscommunication here on the game plan. As now Skog is going to be taken down for being a little too aggressive, a little too deep. I mean, the idea was definitely there, but I mean, when your team is here and you're all the way over here, how are you going to close the gap on that damage? Taunt is what? 2 seconds? Not even. 1.25. Well, first half the objective does go over to the side of Team Gia. They get great damage onto this, but now the fight without Varian is still going on. Varian has respawned. BRB Soaking will go down just as Varian gets back into the mix. Serenity with a huge Umbral Bind, the taunt onto Mascarade. They find a counter kill. Mopsio low, able to avoid that Arcane Orb from Li Ming, but now this objective phase, it's looking like it's going to quickly go over the side of Team Gia. Race for Team Gia is faster. They'll grab the regeneration globes and move down to bottom lane. Well taps from Valar and Commander Rex as we take a look and see how this objective pushes in. 10 stacks to the Vala currently. That's 60 extra damage on top of her baseline. And the baseline right now is 177.
The demon approaches the gates of heaven.
7 talents here, just about here for both sides. A little bit faster for Team Gia. Mopsio throwing the Impale out as well. The Immortal is going to lose its shielding, move into melee mode. Vala does have that Monster Hunter now, so the extra damage from level 7 is here. Haunting Wave from Masquerade is good, as well as the Cleanse. Mopsio taking a whole heck load of damage, but there's a flank from Rexar with the Misha charge. Skog should fall down here, and Vala gets that kill. BRB Soaking joining into the fight, but this is going to be bottom lane fort saved below 50%. They get the kill, and Team Masquerade with some experience advantage over the enemy side as Gia is able to get a combo onto Mopsio here, and that's going to be the end of this bottom lane poke. Sylvanas possession steals a couple extra minions. They'll almost immediately be cleared out by that Arcane Orb from Li Ming. Gia poking onto Vala and Masquerade here as best as they can, but the minion wave is going to eat some of that stray Arcane Orb damage. We got that top lane being pushed in by Sonya. Impaler Camp is arriving at the fort front gate, but Yasu's doing a fantastic job defending consistently in this lane. Alright, well the 10s are on the horizon. We have those other stats swapped through at the bottom of the screen. Masquerade steals a couple minions just to delay out the wave. Can poke at the minions arriving as well, so just to thin out the pressure in the lane. And still, Arcane Orbs and such will connect. Vala with the double Hungering Arrow attempt right there, but the Vault of the Wards kind of breaks that. Mortals spawning in the east-west positioning. These will be on race potential sides. Misha with the charge onto the Varian once again. And Scope getting bullied today. Won't go down, but takes 90s, 80% of his HP. Alright, well, Sonya pushes up top, but she's able to back away. And as I mentioned, race potential side for both. And that is a heck load of damage from Vala right now. And we're actually going to have a fairly close race. Roughly 600 difference. Taunt onto the Anub'arak. Boars are unleashed by Rexar here. The 10 talent here advantage to the side of Team Masquerade as the Cocoon will connect onto Maiev. A Wailing Arrow was used as well. Disintegrate picked up by Gia, which breaks that Cocoon fast. Misha's the one inside the containment disc, and I don't think the bear is too concerned by that. Sonya pops Wrath Berserker, takes a stun to the face from Uther, and they go down for race, but this is going to be Vala already in the racing seat, and she'll be able to get through this Immortal health, and we'll have Team Masquerade actually diving onto BRB Soaking here. Shot of Fury activated. And the Immortal goes to top lane, and it looks like all 6 members of Team Masquerade move up here as well. No, actually, never mind. Rexar Misha moved to bottom.
The heavens shall triumph this day.
Sonya tries to push bottom lane. Rexar Misha down there to delay that out. Push back against her. Immortal moving into melee mode already. Varian's finished out his level 1 Lion's Maw. By the way, his level 10 is going to be that Warbringer. Can charge onto a target every 4 seconds. We'll see if he goes Juggernaut level 13 for the 4%. Charge onto Vala. Umbral Bind will be cleansed away. There's a Cocoon onto Stukov as we have the Rain of Vengeance drops down and connects onto Maiev. The forward and top lane will fall, and I think the members of Team Masquerade are happy with this. I say that, and Mopsio is looking to advance further. Yasu is going to be charged onto by Varian, but That's a dead variant, as we have Valar just stepping into Cascon with a stun immediately. And with Rexar rotating to top lane to help out, Sonya is able to get the fort in bottom. So there will be a trade onto structures, but we still have that extra kill over to the side of Team Mascarade, who are going to start pulling ahead in experience. As you can see right here, 3,204 to the 633. There is some mercenary experience to kind of make up that difference as well. Minions is about the same. Passive is about the same. Structure's about the same. We're still looking at a 3K difference favoring the side of Team Mascarade. And they'll have 13 talent tier first. We got 22 stacks for Vala currently. That's 132. Hold the phone. Goodbye, Mascarade. Wait a second. Mascarade gets the Divine Shield from the Uther. They throw the Wailing Arrow back. Vala with the vaulting, with the double vault in. We still have Skog trying to pressure into Mascarade. 97 HP, and yeah, that will be a dead... It's gonna be a dead Sylvanas, but I mean, the enemy team's still getting a double kill against you. Like... If we're breaking down experience, it's not... Oh, no. So, BRB Soaking should be dead here. Tanking tower shots. Yeah. Yeah. Does he unleash the... Wait, no, really? You gonna let him go? Yasu, what? Okay. Alright. I thought that was gonna be punishable. I guess not. Anyways, Vala damage, as we were going to show really quickly. 233 plus an additional 138. So you can do that math, chat. That's like 600 damage. Charge from Varian. Cleansed away immediately. Wrath Berserker activated by Sonya as the boars are unleashed by Rexar here. Vault of the Warden's activated. Vala just goes straight back to racing, and they get the first half of this Immortal. Brack lands a Impale onto Varian. Here comes Maiev with some decent damage. Nopsio just trying to get out of that lurking arm. Lands the Cocoon immediately onto Cascon, which is broken up by the Disintegrate of Gia's Li Ming. Brack with another Impale. Misha the one to go down. That's a reset for Li Ming here. Yasu trying to break away or back away, as we still have Mascarade Commander Rex working on the Immortal. Divine Shield self-cast to avoid the... Okay. Containment Disc avoided by a Divine Shield. That's like a 45-second cooldown traded for like a 90-second cooldown, so not too... No, I mean, I don't know. Oh, not sure if it's worth it. Right? 90-second versus 40-second, yeah. Wrath Berserker popped by the Sonya. We had Boars unleashed by Rexar. Masquerade trying to back away. The Wailing Arrow coming out from Sylvanas, and that is going to be... I can't believe it. Masquerade lives. Enough space created. He bonked that wall getting out, and I thought he was gonna die for that. But he will not fall. We do have full Hearth out for Sylvanas, but this Immortal in bottom lane to the side of Team Masquerade is gonna arrive at the keep front gate. There was the Fallen Shaman pushing up the fort earlier. Here comes the entire team of Masquerade. Gia is able to blink over the wall. Sonya spears in, getting some fury. Big lurking arm. Taunt from Varian trying to press around to Vala, who answers back with a few hungering arrows. 30 stacks already. Gia trying to get that reset off of Commander Rex, but now Nubrak burrows in. Varian goes in. Gia's able to blink away, gets the reset off of Vala, as well as a Nubarak, and the Immortal gets the keep front gate. Wrath Berserker popped by Sonya, still trying to chase in here. Able to get the kill onto Uther. Team Masquerade hemorrhaging kills right now, and that's a whole heck load of experience going over to the side of Team Gia, who will find parity in the experience department. We're at 48,000 and some change on both sides. Bottom lane keep front gate is going to go down here. 16 talents here about to be picked up by Team Masquerade. Team Gia already with it. Vala, okay, there's the Boars unleashed by Rexar. Even talent here. Vala hit with a containment disc. Uther about to respawn. Cocoon onto the Li Ming. She was actually hanging back for a second there, trying to get the Arcane Orb onto Vala as she was coming out of the containment disc, but it didn't actually time out very well. And she will be punished for it. Gia going down. Sereny on this Maiev being run down by Vala currently. A lot of hungering arrows onto this onto this Maev as we are kind of playing catch with dad. We're going from one side of the map to the other. Now, here's the big difference, though, when it comes to Team Mascarade. They've got beetles, they've got black arrows, they've got a lot of damage, and I think Team Mascarade might take the map right here, right now. Well, no, Li Ming's up in 5. No, they're not going for it. Okay. I thought for a moment they'd play that aggressive and they'd go for core. Maev's still dead for 12, but it looks like the priority is going to be into Immortal. Some beetles thrown back by Mopsio. Yasu hanging back as well. Misha anchoring in the bush just to delay things out here. She gets a mend quickly from Yasu, just trying to get away from BRB Soaking, who does have that Fury or that Wrath Berserker active. But first off, the Immortal does go over to the side of Team Mascarade, who Haunting Wave over to the left-hand side and grab this quick Fallen Shaman for bottom. Is there an invade? Misha's gonna block that corridor for Li Ming. Boars Unleashed once again by Rexar here. Varian using that charge to the ally. We have a charge through onto Sonya. She's going to try and spin through this, but she will go down. Cocoon onto Li Ming. Divine Shield activated onto our Anubrak. He's going to continue to pressuring onto Scope. Gets the Burrow charge away. Meanwhile, Misha gets a big charge through onto this Maev. Varian will trade in that department, but he's going to trade also in the department of his own health pool. Tries to go for the turnaround charge taunt. Li Ming able to get a combo onto Commander Rex, but I think this is going to be a mortal priority for the side of Team Mascarade. As Gia tries to throw these magic missiles and arcane orbs out with no connection onto the enemy. Big wave in bottom, but this is going to be a mortal going into top lane. 1,660 damage into structures for the Immortal. Possession steals away a minion or so. Black Arrow's activated by Mascarade as the Arcane Orb defense from Gia is going to be thrown out. Immortal isn't even here yet, and the Keep Front Gate's already been eradicated. Wrath Berserker activated by Sonya. Misha charges through. Li Ming's able to blink away. Lurking Arm from Stukov to try and zone back the enemy. Sonya's slamming through this Immortal as best as she can. This Immortal's doing some decent damage onto this fort. We have a Nubrak still on his way. No level 20, but that's still Boars Unleashed by Rexar. Pokes at the enemy, slows them down. No kill command stun, or root, excuse me. Heap has gone down. All defensive layers have been removed from the side of Team Gia as Team Mascarade backs away for a camp in top. Bush party in the rotation.
It is not wise to fight.
All right, I was showing the two visions really quickly. Nice Will the Forsaken from Mascarade, able to avoid any sort of taunt from Varian. It's just funny to swap between the visions. It's like, okay, are they gonna get ganked in the rotation? Are they even gonna rotate that way? And very, very good invade onto this camp over here. 20 talents here, almost here for the side of Team Mascarade. Well, the map is painted blue. Once again, another bush party has been set up.
The enemy is...
Oh, they're going for Team Mascarade. They're looking to end. No? Maybe not. They're going to wait for the objective phase to spawn here, and they'll play off of that. Or not. Nope, they're actually going to go in. They find Gia. Cocoon onto the Li Ming immediately. Containment Disc will be thrown back onto the Anubrak. Varian goes in for a charge taunt combo. It's going to be Uther the one to go down. Varian will fall. Misha's taken out as well. Does Uther have redemption? He does. Wait, did he? No, he doesn't. He doesn't have redemption? That's awkward. That was like giga awkward. Did Team Mascarade just throw? Did they literally just stand around, let the enemy get level 20, and then take an even Talontier fight? It's like, ah, yes. Respectful 20v20. Containment disc once again onto a new Brack. We've got BRB soaking low. Looks like the Rain of Vengeance will connect onto him, as the Vala will be able to take down Sonya. Stukov now picked off next. 45 stacks, by the way, for this Vala. If you're wondering damage-wise, 270 from stackage, 319 from the base, from just scaling. Did he select the talent after I don't know. Because, yeah, it was off cooldown. In theory, it was off cooldown. So probably he selected it after death. That was super awkward. But it doesn't seem like it really matters, as the Immortal phase will heavily go over to the side of Team Mascarade, Team Gia. Setting up for this flank. Setting up for a flank here.
Our core feels ouchy, friends.
Oh, this flank doesn't really work out all too well. Cocoon onto the Sylvana, or onto Gia here, as, yeah, Team Masquerade, they want to find another kill. Divine Shield activated by Uther. They try and get Gia. Nubrak burrows out. Masquerade still chasing, because we don't feel like ending the game. We feel like chasing Gia across the map. And they won't find it. The Immortal is currently ending. Cerny has left the game. The Immortal has ended for us. GG, well played. Team Masquerade takes the series 2-0. Alright, so let's pay out the people. Team Masquerade did win that map, Battlefield of Eternity. Let's go ahead and get ready. We got Sven versus Ultralisk coming up next. We'll go ahead and run some ads and get into our next best 3, and I'm gonna get myself a cup of tea.